Good morning, and it is a good morning. As you can see, I got the cedar behind me. The meters have arrived. So what we were doing earlier is we were trying to get all the berseem cover out of that, since we realized, okay, we need different meters. They've got to be, the gap has got to be closed down to 1/4 of an inch. All these things that we just didn't know, because this berseem clover is just so small. The seed is too small. And so anyway, we had to order new rolls. So the plan is okay, we don't have time to wait for those. We were just going to empty out the berseem clover that we had in there. We had 300 pounds in there, unfortunately. And yeah, that didn't go so well. We tried emptying it out. It wasn't working very well. We said, okay, let's get back to harvest. The beans started, they were able to cut, so we just left. We just left it here. I got maybe a bag emptied out of it. So today, the plan was I was going to come back up here and finish emptying this thing out, since the meters hadn't came. They arrived. By the time I got to the farm, they were there. So we're going to put the meters back in here, put the berseem clover that we emptied out back into the tank, get it calibrated correctly this time. Hopefully it's going to work, and we can actually seed our clover and get this thing away from clover and oats, get on rye, and do all the rest of the acres that we have. Because the rye, I know, is going to run through there, and it's not going to be a problem at all. I love what it does, but it's first year headaches. We just set this thing up. We have no idea, you know, we have an idea of what we're doing, but we didn't know we needed different rollers for that small a seed. We thought we could just close down the gap a little bit on the meters. And what I mean by that is, you can see how small this seed is, okay? It's absolutely, it's tiny. It's bird seed. And so this gap right here, you can set this gap by loosening up some of these nuts and bolts, and you can set the pitch of this meter roll, and so you can have, you know, a pretty high gap here if you're running something large, or you can shut it down if you're running something this small. Well, we thought, oh, we can just lower those and it'll be fine. That was not the case. We needed new rolls, and I'll show you. Okay, here they are in all their glory. You can see how large these gray rollers are compared to these red rollers that are going to meter out a lot less. And what that's going to do is, the reason we need the smaller metering rolls is because there's a minimum rate at which these meters can turn, and that is 1 revolution per minute. Well, when we're running 6-7 pounds to the acre on something this small, it cannot stay above that minimum rev. So it just doesn't work. It just shuts off. So with these tiny meters on top of the smallest gap that we can get between these, the meter and the housing here, we should be able to speed up the revolutions per minute so that we can actually run this dang thing. Okay, so this meter can get the heck out of here. All right, get out of here. We don't want you anymore. Should just slide right in there. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, look at that side's done. All right, let's get the other meter in. Let's try and get this thing calibrated. Try and get started with our day. Well, I just had a major stroke of luck here. I was carrying this over, realized they didn't tighten the set screws on this. So, that could have been bad. I need to check that other one now and get these set screws tightened where they need to be. So I would not have checked those. Kind of figured they were already tight and ready to go. Boy, they couldn't get these rollers any more snug. So you think we've successfully rigged up a way to calibrate this?
No.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, I'm here. Go ahead. Working. Now I think we're calibrated. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Okay, believe it or not, we actually have it up and running. Had a little problem with the ISO bus. It was just not plugged in all the way, so it was not working very well. But now Now we got her. We got her whipped. Oh my gosh. Well, that's my workout for the day. Why do I do this? And that is seeding 6 pounds to the acre of Berseem clover. We've already got oats down on here for a head of corn. The Berseem clover is supposed to put on like 100 to 180 pounds of nitrogen for the corn next season. The oats is more of just to put a cover on. And I'm gonna have to freshen this in the spring before the planter rolls through, because we want our strips absolutely clean when we plant corn. And kill it early, of course. Corn hates cover. But hopefully this helps. But this is something that we actually like doing. Whew. Oh, I'm wore out. Not to mention you guys weigh like 5 pounds. Okay, now that we got Austin up and running in that cover crop seeder, Dad and I came back to the combine. We did finish last night of that 120 acres of beans. We got 15 acres left in this little patch. It's what used to be CRP. Some guy wanted us to farm it. It is in soybeans, so we're gonna go pick that up. That is the last field of beans on this side of the river. And then we've only got 65, 70 acres left of beans on the other side of the river. So beans are almost done. They're almost down, but I'm not gonna videotape this. This is out back by his house, and I kind of want to keep it. I want to give him his privacy. So we're gonna knock this out quick, and then we're gonna be switching over to corn. We're moving straight to a field with 80 acres of just flat corn. So it's gonna be a fun one. 3-day venture, I'm sure. It's a 120 acre field, 80 of it's down. It's gonna be a disaster. We got the corn reel already on, as you've seen. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And actually, this stuff is drying out so fast, I'm not so sure that we're not gonna want the reel on all the time anyway, because this stuff is starting to fall down. It's only the 10th of October, and it's dry. I'm betting the wettest corn we're gonna pick now is gonna be 20%, which is crazy. Okay, Dad and I managed to make it back finally, and we brought the grain head back home because we've got to grab the corn head and get a reel put on. He's gonna grab the Genie now, and we'll see what we can get done here. Okay, well, it's on there. It's not set right, but we just got it on there. That's all. We'll make adjustments when we get it on the machine. It's much easier. We're not gonna get much done tonight. Just gonna get the head on, pick a spot for me to get in there, and he'll run me up to the cart, get everything empty, get the bin shut up and all that stuff, get the auger down, get the grain cart moved down here, and then maybe pick a grain cart full, I don't know. Probably go home till the morning. Ty will run around the block so that he can put the head down. So I'm probably not gonna back this up. Or he'll just back into the corn. That works too, I guess. Yeah, you laughed at me while I wrestled with that thing for two.
You get past the chain on the...
Yeah, you gotta undo this one first, I believe. Get it up out of the way, get these cords and stuff out of the way. Okay, you think we got them on right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you wanna let the head down a little further?
I can break this down.
Sure. That's good. Was our line to the front?
I think so, because the chain says it's got to go back on.
Okay, that makes sense. That's pretty good. Back a little.
Lower.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh, maybe. I don't think I can get those on this side. Not down far enough. I'm not down far enough over here.
Can't get that side?
No.
I'll just tip it in.
Okay. There we go. Okay. We did put it on right.
Yes, and it's all the time.
It's amazing. Right now, trying to figure out a speed on the reel or
whatever. Rail and height.
Let's see. Oh boy. I think you forgot to switch your monitor from soybeans. 64 bushel an acre. No, I know, I'm kidding.
I don't think I've picked it up to get an average yet.
No, you haven't. You haven't picked enough, I know, but it's actually where it's really bad. It's really not doing as bad as I thought it would be. Just thinking that's probably zero, if I had to imagine.